Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you guys today? My name is Shelly. So glad you guys are here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you. Today, I've got a couple new products that have come in. Some things that have been super exciting because other people have been playing with them and I have not because I'm late to the game, Shelly. Kind of wanted to give you guys just like a brief little update on what's going on with my busted ankle. If you're interested in that kind of content, lady of a certain age who's not a makeup artist, who's, you know, doing the best you can with what you have, maybe just like you, then I invite you to stick around. Let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, today I've got to turn my ringer off, so let me do that first. Because for whatever reason, for doing, what, 500 videos, I still can't remember to turn off my ringer before I start. First things first, I've got a little bit of stuff going on my face already because I wanted to kind of jump into it. I don't have a ton of time. I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is a relatively new addition to my collection. I'm very much enjoying it. I do have a little bit of bronzer contour thing going on with Scott Barnes palette because it's conveniently located, and you know, with a broken ankle it's hard to get around. I do also have some of the Kosas concealer on. So that's what I've got going on so far. Not much more than that. I probably ought to put something eyebrows on. I happen to have a Benefit brow product, so let's do this. So today's kind of fun. I'm working today, typical work from home day because I can't travel right now, but it's the day before my birthday and my husband's band is not playing, so we're going out to a restaurant we've been trying to get into for months. Maybe like a year. I think we had reservations one time and had to cancel, and I think they're mad at us because we've never been able to get back in since then. Tomorrow is actually technically my birthday, but they didn't have reservations open for tomorrow, so we're going today. This video will go up the following week in real time, Shelly. Okay, so my hair is up right now just because I wanted to get it out of the way. Let's try one of these blushes. I don't recall if this is the same exact shade that I got before. These are one of the little heart blushes. It's a pressed powder blush from Colourpop. I'm looking to see if there's a color. Flirt Alert, I think is the name of the color. I don't recall if this is exactly the one I have, and the reason why is because I couldn't find it in my order history. My blushes are downstairs, and I can't get down there with a broken ankle. But this looks very similar to the color that I had before. If I have two of them, that's okay. One of them will just go in a travel case, if I like it. And I think I do. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Little pink, yeah. Ooh, super pretty, and it builds. Sorry if my lighting is still a little off. It's earlier in the day than I think I've been filming, and so the sun is in a weird place with my curtains, and I am still filming in my home office as opposed to my normal little filming nook. Some people have said that they like it. They like the natural light. I don't have any studio lights. Literally, I'm in front of an open window, and that's it. I'm just gonna use Max Spice because it is also conveniently located from the last time I filmed. So this is probably warmer than I need to go, but I've got 3 lip products. I think I ordered a collection of lips. So let's see what they are. We'll be able to adjust the tone on that a little bit depending on what lip color I put on here. Okay, so I have one that says Off Duty, one that says What's Up, and then this one says Still Crazy. Shouldn't call a woman crazy, you know that? They all say Luxe lipstick. I think this was a kit. I wish the stickers on these two showed you what shade they were, but we're just gonna have to open them up and try them out here. I'm really excited to get into the palette because the palette I think is the one that's been kind of viral. We've seen these components before. This is not a new, ooh, that's pretty. Ooh. Love that. They must have had like a nude collection or something. That's fantastic. Super excited about that. And I've gotten, I think, a couple of this formula before, this Luxe lipstick. For some reason, I'm into lipsticks again. Beautiful, slightly warmer shade. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, and they're very creamy on the back of the hand. So I'm pretty sure when I went to buy the palette, they had a kit with these lips, because I don't think I chose these individually. Okay, a little deeper, a little bit more plummy mauve. Yeah, love these. Yay. Okay, so because of that, I think I want to go with, I think I want to go with the first one, which is Off Duty, because I think that's going to look best with the blush, and the eyeshadow will make it work. All right, matte lipstick, comfortable, creamy. I don't think this dries down into any kind of like stay all day type lip product. But yeah, I like the color. The color's nice. Again, the lighting is off here, so I apologize, you guys. Not the most flattering. It's just as what it is. This is like the coup de grace. This is what I really wanted to get into, and this is the Sage All Day palette from Colourpop. I feel like it's been a minute since I've ordered a Colourpop palette, and I saw Samantha March and a couple other people just rave about this and how they were using it all the time, and then I had a moment of weakness while I was laying on my couch, not able to move anywhere, and decided to go ahead and order it. So I've got it. It's beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of the Mandalorian palette, and it's downstairs, so I can't go down and get it, but I thought this would be good to wear with this color dress that I'm wearing. This is the same thing I'm gonna wear tonight, because I can't be bothered to change multiple times in a day right now. It just takes a lot of effort. I've heard great things about this palette, and it looked right up my alley because I'm a big fan of grungy greens. I don't like to be too matchy-matchy with what I'm wearing, but since this is, you know, what I'm wearing tonight, I thought, you know what, let's use this as an opportunity to play with this palette. I've got some other things here that I really wanted to film with, but I didn't think I'd have time to do 3 looks with one palette today, so this is the reason why we're doing this. All right, I want to start with this warmer color right here called Intuition, and I've got a big fluffy brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of it, tap it off, and let's just see if we can't use this as kind of a little bit of a transition. All the colors are seemingly very cool toned. One of them is a little bit warmer. So I wanted to use this slightly warmer shade just so that it didn't look too iced out. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been so long since I've used Colourpop shadows, and I forget how fun they are, how just really easy to use they are. Yeah, love that. Here's the thing that I look for in palettes, especially if you guys are all interested in my 3 looks, 1 palette, is I usually like to see, can I get a work look, can I get a fun daytime look, and can I get a date night look with the palette. I usually try to get like at least 3 cohesive looks out of a palette to sort of justify purchasing it. And I have a massive collection, so it's, I mean, even in December, I think I got rid of 115 palettes, and I still have a massive collection. To me, I have to really, really either want to add it because I've heard good things about it, because I feel like it's gonna fulfill something in my collection that I don't already have, or, you know, I've got that little bit of FOMO. We all do. We all have that fear of missing out. You know what, if you don't, then more power to you, because I sometimes get FOMO. That's what I think happened with this palette, but I ran it through my filter of, is this a color story that I think I would wear? And I do like greens. I like greens and I like browns, and I like Colourpop formula. So that kind of checked off some of the boxes for me. And then I thought, can I get a work look? Well, definitely with this brown, maybe even this one. That is a liner. Neutral, boring, corporate environment, done. Something fun, yeah. But this color right here is a little scary. I'm gonna use it. And then date night, of course, you've got the shimmers. This is stunning right here. And then we've got some darker colors to kind of smoke things out. I feel like this gives me enough versatility, flexibility, and get multiple looks out of it. I'm gonna take this lighter shade here. What is this called? Sage the Day? I don't know what the shade names are because I didn't bring my reading glasses in here, and I'm wearing contacts. I usually don't film with glasses anymore. It's just too hard to minimize the glare. Yeah, that's pretty. As a brightener, I love a matte inner corner eye brightener situation. I don't typically do tutorials because I don't feel like I'm any kind of expert in the makeup space, but I do try to kind of tell you guys what I'm doing just in case it gives you any kind of inspiration. I tend to do largely monochromatic looks. Of course, now I'm blending greens and browns together, so there is that. I'm not a liar, it is what it is. A little bit of kick up in here, kind of what I would expect. I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm gonna go into this darker brown here. And yeah, I've heard people talk about how great this palette is, so I'm super excited to have it. I'm gonna try to use it quite a bit over the next week or so, which will give me a really good feel for the different kind of color combinations I can come up with. I gotta be honest, if you guys didn't see my video, when I talked about these LA Girl Foreplay palettes, this one, which is the one in Seduce, by far my favorite palette right now, and it was $5.99. Not expensive at all. I do like the latest Graff one that I picked up, what is it, like Velvet Liaison, I think is what it's called. It's the all matte palette from her Valentine's Day collection. I really like that one as well. I've been bouncing back and forth between the two, but frankly, that LA Girl Foreplay palette has been the one that I've been using. And think I got my video up before a lot of other people did. So that's kind of fun. That doesn't always happen for me. As somebody who usually, not right now because I'm all busted, but usually travels for work, I tend to pre-film stuff. So like this one here has been sitting on my desk for really honestly a couple weeks. I try to film and use the things that I think you guys might be interested in most. If there is something that has come out and you're like, hey, I really want to see, or I'm really interested, or if you see something that's like at a TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Burlington Coat Factory, any of those kind of discount places, if you see anything there that you're like, I picked it up, check my video history because I might have done a video on it. If not, let me know. If it's something that I have and I just haven't filmed it with yet, I'd be happy to see if we can create multiple looks out of the same palette just for something fun. Okay, I am liking the way this is looking right now, but it's a little bit off with the green and then the brown and not much more on my lid. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this mid-tone green and I'm gonna just kind of start working that into a little bit below my crease and my movable lid. I'm gonna top it with one of these shimmers, but I really just kind of want to deepen up the green, that sage, a little bit more. There was a release, the day that I'm filming this is a release from Cosmic brushes that I really wanted to get, and I set my alarm, I got online, it wasn't available yet, I went back a couple hours later and it was sold out. So that's frustrating because I was super excited about that. I wish they did larger quantities. I suspect they'll release it again. Of course, it'll be, you know, not new by the time I get it on the second release. I did not pick up the Serenity palette and I was going to, and I had it added to my cart, and then I'm like, oh no, I'll wait for this other release, and now it's sold out too. So I don't have any of those Cosmic palettes. In fact, I don't think I have any Cosmic brushes palettes. All right. I'm liking the way this is coming together. It's still very pastel-y, but yet I still have my neutrals in here, so that's giving me something here. I've got 3 shimmers that I really want to use. There's this one that's kind of a blue-green. There's this one that's kind of like an olive dirty green, and this one's more of a light, you know, super light shade of green. I think I want to use this one right now. I might come back in. Is this kind of a duochrome? It's kind of a duochrome. I want to maybe come back in and do a different one later on when we go out to dinner. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love this. This is like a suspended silver on top of a brown base. One of my favorite types of combinations. I've had other products similar to this that I really like. Yeah, this I can really see using any of these shimmers. Just sort of all over the lid, buffed out with, you know, one like this matte right here, and have it be perfect, easy go-to, you know, no fuss, even beginner level. But if you're kind of into something that's a little bit more effortless, you know, like if you're trying to go for like the French aesthetic where you don't try too hard, a simple shimmer and a matte, then it's like, oh, I just woke up this way, I didn't try too hard on it. Sometimes we look like we try too hard. We don't want that. I've got this other little, what brush is this? This is Rephr 12. I'm gonna go in with this darkest shade in here. It's a little bit fatter than I probably need, but I love smudging out a lash line. And I'm just gonna kind of build it up just a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's pretty. What a fun palette. I kind of want to do one of those greens like all over my lid with another one of the shimmers on top. That seems like a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it also seems really fun. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Latest with my ankle. I went in earlier this week and they removed 36 staples. Kind of hope I never see that guy again. He was super nice. He kept telling me to breathe. I didn't cry or yell or scream or anything like that, which I think always impresses my husband a little bit, but it was not fun. Having 36 staples removed from your delicate ankle skin. Don't recommend that one. All right, I'm gonna take a clean brush and kind of blend this a little bit here. So they cut off my old cast. They removed the staples. Everything looks good. It was still pretty swollen that day, but I was able to get into my original splint, which is like an air cast, which is the first one that they put on when they were trying to keep the bones together before I got in for surgery. So everything's looking good, healing fine, no issues. The next day the swelling was down quite a bit, which is really nice. and I'm on the mend. I'm still non-weight bearing and I still can't travel. I'm gonna take this lightest shimmery green right here. I'm gonna put a little of it right in the center of my lid just to give a little bit more roundness. I'll be excited when I can travel again, but I'm still probably end of March before I'll be able to travel for work or personal. My husband's band is still playing a lot. I counted up yesterday. I've booked them 85 times in the month, or in 2023. And we still have, we have people still calling and asking, and we still have a couple dates already saved for 2024. So it's really exciting, very fun. Okay, I'm gonna go into that eyeliner that I had grabbed and I forgot that it was an eyeliner. I'm gonna use it as a waterline. I intended to do this. This wasn't an accident. Like, I knew I was getting this. I just had forgotten because it's been sitting on my desk for a while. Yeah, that's good. I really do like these gel liners. And I like this one that it's not a pure white. Yeah, because that looks a little bit more normal. Okay, and I just heard my husband come in. I'm gonna put a little mascara on, I'll be right back. Mascara's on. I like this look. It's very pastel and soft for me. I'm normally a little bit smokier. You know, I kind of like a little bit more of an, I don't want to say exotic, but a little smokier look. I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit more of this kind of mid-tone brown in here that I used on my crease, and I'm just gonna kind of build this up just a little bit. Oh yeah. See, I just needed a little bit more. Now I feel like myself again. I am enjoying the combination of browns and greens. I do feel like they got the color story correct with the Sage name on it. I actually really like it. And as you can tell, it kind of goes well with my, my clothes today. I have a few other products up here, but the majority of my makeup is downstairs, and it's very, very challenging for me to scooch down there on my behind and hold my leg up because I can't put any weight on it. Blush wise, looks pretty good. Maybe even have faded just a little bit. So I guess that's, you know, neither here nor there. This powder that I'm using from Sigma is in Buttermilk, which is slightly warm for me, but I actually really like it. I might put just a little tiny bit more blush on because I can't leave well enough alone. This actually is, I really like these. They're super cute. I mean, and I'm not an overly heart romance type person, but they're like a soft matte component. I think they're just adorable. And I have no idea if that's the same color that I have elsewhere. Okay, so you guys, makeup wise, yes, yes, yes. Let's take this down here and kind of see what the hair looks like. I did wash, dry it, and curl it yesterday, and then I slept on it. So this is it after pulling it out of a rubber band where it's been. Because, you know, I can't be bothered too much here. Anyway, oh, I was going to tell you guys my jewelry. If you guys are at all interested, I did finally make a purchase from Jacqueline Roxanne, Jacqueline Hill's jewelry line brand. I picked up 3 pieces. They were all on sale. I just have a hard time paying full price for almost anything. I have to really know. I have to really know that I'm gonna love it if I'm gonna spend, you know, do full price on something. So anyway, I picked up 3 pieces from her collection. I picked up this ring, which is lovely. I'll try to remember to link it down below. I'm not affiliated, endorsed. I get nothing in PR. None of the stuff that I've used today or any of this is, but I kind of wanted to tell you just about my experience. So, and then I picked up this pendant. They have an emerald cut one and they have this oval one, so I picked up that. And then these earrings, which are kind of like a oval hoop. I think this type of like gold earring, if I'm not gonna wear a stud and I wanna feel classy, then this is kind of like the earring that I would do. Not too big of a hoop, right? This necklace, the second day, or I put it on day 1, the next morning it immediately broke, the chain broke. Not encouraging. I was able to get it back together and it's held every day since then. So design flaw, I don't know that I pulled it, but I must have, so just as an FYI. I think it's interesting that they don't have bracelets. I really wanted a bracelet and they don't have one. In fact, I'm still wearing my silver bracelet from before because it was hiding underneath my Fitbit that I have to put back on. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Ankle's doing good, we're healing. Just kind of going with the flow. I'm excited to have this Sage the Day palette from Colourpop. I think it's really cute. It reminds me of some of the other ones. So if you picked up the Mandalorian palette, I think is very similar. There's probably a couple of ones out there, but I can't get to my collection to compare and contrast. But if you picked up one of those, then you might not need this. You might not need this anyway. Don't think you do. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.